Hello, this is Colin, and on today's tea, it's day 4 of the David's Tea Challenge. I have a special guest with me. That's Lomu, Lomu the Wicked. Say hi to everyone, Lomu. Yes, hi. See, tea. And anyway, so today I'm actually quite excited because I'm trying a tea which I've never actually tried before. I mean, I've seen it around, but I've never actually bought it myself. But before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to complain about. Now, these are the little tins that David's Tea sells their samples in. I mean, they're quite, attractive little tins. And sometimes they're impossible to open. The last tea, the gun chai, and this tea, the new tea, I couldn't get the bloody things to open. So I had to actually take a knife and cut out the plastic covering that used to be here just to get at the tea because the bloody things would not open. Still doesn't open. So I don't know what that's about. Anyway, so what we have today is Guangzhou Tao. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing this correctly. Guangzhou milk Oolong. Now, Quangzhou is simply the more accurate pronunciation of the city as we know as used to know as Canton, which of course was at the heart of the Canton system, which for roughly 100 years in the 18th century, 19th century, it was the only place that Europeans were allowed to actually trade. There were 13 factories set up on the shore of Canton, and that's where ships would arrive from France and Britain and Holland and Prussia and Denmark and Sweden to trade, primarily for tea, it seems. So Quangtao, milk oolong. So I don't know exactly what they mean by milk, because usually in teas, when somebody tells you that it's a cream, or if it's a cream tea, it means it actually has vanilla in it. But this one, I looked up the ingredients, it said milk flavoring, so I'm not sure what that means. Is that some sort of artificial milk flavoring, or is that they just don't want to say vanilla? I don't know. But nevertheless, oolong is one of my favorite kinds of tea. It's one of the more difficult teas to perfect because it's a semi-fermented tea. It's a cross between a green and a black tea. Somewhere before it becomes a black tea, the process is halted, and there's a wide variety of wonderful oolong teas, from light to dark. It's one of the more complicated teas, I guess you could say, to produce. And so here we are, milk oolong. Give it a shot. Well, I can taste the milk. It does taste quite milky. Even more milky than creamy, actually. It does taste quite milky. And I guess it does take some of the edge off oolong. Oolong can be sometimes quite harsh. Well, a little harsh and strong. But I think the milk milds the flavor a little. I'm trying to detect if they didn't say anything in the description about natural flavorings, so I don't think they put any sugar in it. But there is a touch of sweetness to it. Perhaps that's simply the milk flavoring, whatever that actually is. I don't know if David's would sink so low to use artificial flavoring, would they? That would just be wrong. So it is intriguing. I might try, another company's milk oolong, although I think they're quite expensive sometime. But I think I could get used to this, actually. It's not so bad. It's a David's tea that I quite like. I'm not sure if I'm totally addicted. But anyway, so Lomo, what do you think? See, there's a mouse. See the mouse? She doesn't care. She just does not care. I just don't know. What am I doing with a pet that doesn't care about tea? I don't imagine there's too many pets that actually like tea. Tea hounds, or those pigs that dig for truffles or dug for tea. I don't think they exist. Anyway, so here we go. David's tea. That's actually quite interesting.